Is your home secretly working against you? Think about it. Could the piles of mail, the slightly cluttered counters, the things tucked away just in case, could they actually be draining your energy, stealing your peace of mind, and maybe even making you feel older than you need to? It's a surprising thought, isn't it? We often admire those seniors whose homes seem effortlessly spotless, calm, and welcoming. We might wonder, what's their secret? Do they have endless energy? Did they hire expensive help? The truth, as we'll uncover today, is often far simpler and, frankly, much more achievable than you might think. It's not about back-breaking cleaning marathons or spending a fortune. It's about small, intentional habits woven into the fabric of daily life. But here's something the original video might not have emphasized enough. Failing to adopt these habits isn't just about having a messy house. It can genuinely impact your mental well-being, increase stress levels, and even create subtle hazards that could affect your safety and independence as you age. Clutter isn't just visually annoying, it can be a quiet thief of your vitality. So if you've ever looked around your space and felt a pang of overwhelm, or thought keeping up just feels harder these days, then stick with me. This isn't about blaming yourself or feeling inadequate. It's about understanding the psychology behind a peaceful home and learning the 6 powerful yet simple daily habits that truly make the difference for so many older adults who maintain beautiful, functional spaces well into their later years. These aren't just tips, they're mindset shifts. They're about reclaiming control, creating calm, and making your home a sanctuary that supports you rather than drains you. Are you ready to learn these secrets and maybe start applying one today? Let me know in the comments. Just type, "I'm ready." I love seeing that engagement right from the start. Let's dive in. The morning reset ritual. Now, the original video touched on this beautifully, starting the day with a small act of order, like making the bed or wiping the sink, and that's absolutely spot on. But let's dig a little deeper into why this is so incredibly powerful, especially as we navigate our later years. Think about the alternative, waking up, and the first thing you see is yesterday's mess. The unmade bed, maybe clothes draped over a chair, a cluttered nightstand. What does that signal to your brain? For many, it's an immediate subconscious feeling of being behind, of tasks already piling up. It can trigger a low level of stress, a slight agitation, that can subtly color your entire day. It's like starting a race already feeling winded. This small morning reset, taking literally 60 seconds to make the bed, or maybe just straightening the pillows and folding the throw, does the exact opposite. It's a declaration. It says, "A new day has begun, and I am starting it with intention and control." As the competitor mentioned with the example of Bill, the 75-year-old widower, it's his way of saying, "This space matters, I matter." But I want to add another layer here. This isn't just about visual tidiness, it's about momentum. That first small victory makes the next positive action easier. Making the bed might lead you to pick up that book on the floor. Picking up the book might make you notice the dusty shelf. And you might grab a cloth for a quick wipe. It's a positive domino effect, all sparked by one tiny, manageable action. It combats the inertia that can sometimes creep in. Critically, this habit fights back against the feeling that things are slipping out of our control, a feeling that can sometimes accompany aging. By taking charge of this one small aspect of your environment first thing, you reinforce your own agency. You are the one setting the tone for your day and your space. So, ask yourself honestly, how does your day begin? Does your environment lift you up, or subtly pull you down? What's one simple, under 2-minute task you could incorporate right after waking up to signal that sense of purpose? It doesn't have to be making the bed perfectly. Maybe it's just opening the curtains fully and taking a deep breath. Find your morning reset. It's less about the specific task and more about the intention behind it. The gentle daily cleaning routine. This is where many of us get tripped up, right? We think cleaning means dedicating hours, usually on a weekend, to a massive, exhausting overhaul. The competitor's video rightly points out that tidy older adults often ditch this all-or-nothing approach. And thank goodness, because who has the energy or inclination for that week after week? The competitor's example of Shirley cleaning one room gently each day for 10 to 20 minutes is pure gold. Monday, bathroom. Tuesday, dusting. Wednesday, bedroom. It's brilliant because it breaks down a seemingly enormous task into bite-sized, manageable pieces. But let's unpack the hidden benefits of this approach that go beyond just a clean house. Firstly, it eliminates decision fatigue. When you have a simple rhythm, it's Tuesday, so I dust the living room, you don't waste mental energy wondering when you'll clean, what you'll clean, or how you'll muster the energy. The decision is already made. This frees up mental bandwidth for more important things. Secondly, it prevents the dreaded overwhelm spiral. We've all been there. The house gets a little messy, life gets busy, and suddenly cleaning feels like climbing Mount Everest. So we put it off, which makes it worse, which makes us feel more overwhelmed. It's a vicious cycle. The gentle daily routine prevents the mess from ever reaching that paralyzing stage. You're always just maintaining, never rescuing. And here's a personal take. I think society puts undue pressure on us, especially women historically, to maintain perfectly spotless homes, often through intense cleaning bursts. This daily rhythm method is a way to reject that pressure. It says, my home serves me, not the other way around. I will care for it consistently, gently, in a way that respects my energy levels and my time. It's a form of self-respect. Like Shirley, find a rhythm that works for you. Maybe it's not one room a day. Maybe it's 15 minutes of focused tidying in whatever area needs it most. Maybe it's tackling one type of task daily, wiping surfaces Monday, vacuuming Tuesday, etc. The key is consistency over intensity. Does the thought of a massive cleaning day fill you with dread? Could breaking it down into tiny, daily or weekly chunks feel more achievable? If you're finding this idea helpful, let me know by commenting with the number 2 below. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. We share practical tips like this every week, and your support truly helps us keep going. Habit number 3, a place for everything. Okay, this sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? Have a place for everything and put everything in its place. We've probably heard it a million times. The competitor highlighted Helen, whose keys always hang on the hook, whose remote is always on the tray. But let's explore the profound impact this habit has on our daily lives, especially as we age. The opposite of this habit is chaos. It's the frantic searching for keys when you're already late. It's the frustration of not finding the scissors or the tape. It's the mail piling up on the counter because it has no designated home. This isn't just inconvenient, it's a significant drain on your time, your energy, and your peace of mind. Every minute spent searching is a minute you could have spent relaxing, connecting, or doing something enjoyable. Creating a designated spot for items does several crucial things. Reduces mental load. You don't have to remember where you last saw something, you just know where it lives. This frees up cognitive resources. saves time and energy. No more searching. This is particularly important if mobility or energy levels are a concern. Prevents clutter buildup. When items have a home, they are less likely to end up as floaters, contributing to general mess. Putting something away takes seconds. Dealing with accumulated clutter takes much longer. Increases sense of control. Knowing where things are fosters a feeling of order and competence in your own environment. The competitor rightly noted that this doesn't mean living like a minimalist monk. Your home can still be cozy and full of personality. It just means being intentional about where things belong. Think of it like assigning jobs. The key's job is to live on the hook. The mail's job is to go in the sorting tray and then be dealt with. The remote's job is to rest by the lamp. Here's my perspective. This habit is foundational. Without it, the other habits become much harder. It's difficult to do a light daily tidy if things don't have a place to return to. It's tough to feel emotionally connected to a space that feels constantly disorganized because items lack homes. Take a moment right now. Think about your home. What's one homeless item or category of items that consistently causes you stress or frustration? Maybe it's incoming mail, reading glasses, charging cords, or craft supplies. Could you, this week, designate a specific, permanent home for just that one thing? Share in the comments if you have an idea. This simple step can be surprisingly transformative. Habit number 4, the light daily tidy up. This habit is closely related to the morning reset and the gentle routine, but it deserves its own spotlight. The competitor described Barbara, who spends under 15 minutes each morning making a quick round, wiping counters, folding throws, straightening shoes. This isn't deep cleaning, it's maintenance. It's the secret weapon against entropy, that tendency for things to descend into disorder. Why is this so effective? Because it stops the snowball effect. A single cup left on the coffee table might attract a book, then a newspaper, then a pair of glasses. Suddenly, it's a clutter hotspot. The light, daily tidy up nips these things in the bud before they multiply. It keeps the baseline level of order high, so things never feel overwhelming. Think of it like tending a garden. You don't wait for the weeds to take over completely before acting. You pull a few weeds here and there regularly, and the garden stays healthy and beautiful without ever needing a massive, back-breaking overhaul. Your home is the same. Those 10-15 minutes of daily tidying are like pulling the small weeds. The psychological benefit, as the competitor mentioned, is huge. You avoid that sinking feeling when you walk into a room and are immediately confronted by mess. Instead, your home feels ready for you to relax, ready for unexpected guests, ready for whatever the day brings. This reduces a significant layer of background stress that many people live with without even realizing it. My personal observation is that this habit builds self-efficacy. Each time you quickly restore order, fluff the couch pillows, put the dishes in the dishwasher, straighten the rug, you get a little dopamine hit, a small sense of accomplishment. It reinforces the feeling that I can manage this, my space doesn't control me, I manage my space. This is incredibly empowering. It's easy to dismiss this habit as insignificant. What difference will 10 minutes make? But compounded over days and weeks, the difference is enormous. It's the difference between a home that feels perpetually slightly out of control and one that feels calm and maintained. Could 10 or 15 minutes dedicated to just putting things back in their place, wiping down one surface, or clearing one hotspot make a tangible difference in how you feel about your home? If this resonates, comment with the number 4 below. And again, if you're getting value, subscribing is the best way to stay connected for more insights. Habit number 5, emotional connection to your environment. Now, this habit dives a little deeper. The competitor talked about James, who cared for his home as an act of honor for the life he built with his late wife. This emotional connection is often the unspoken motivator behind consistently clean and cared-for homes. Let's be honest, cleaning can feel like a chore. But when you see your home not just as 4 walls and a roof, but as a container for your memories, a place of sanctuary, a reflection of your life, the act of caring for it shifts. It becomes less about obligation and more about stewardship. This connection doesn't require living in a fancy house or having precious antiques. It's about appreciating what your home does for you. It shelters you, provides comfort, holds your belongings, and witnesses your life. When you cultivate gratitude for your space, even a very humble one, the desire to treat it well follows naturally. Here's a perspective perhaps not fully explored before. A lack of emotional connection to your environment can sometimes manifest as neglect. If you feel disconnected from your space, letting things slide, ignoring repairs, allowing clutter to build, becomes easier. Conversely, nurturing that connection encourages you to notice the little things, the squeaky hinge that needs oil, the plant that needs water, the dusty corner that needs attention. These small acts of care reinforce the bond. This connection also powerfully influences habit number 3, a place for everything, and habit number 6, letting go. When you feel connected to your home, you become more discerning about what you allow into it and what you keep in it. You want the items around you to reflect that sense of peace and meaning. Things that feel like clutter, that carry negative associations, or that simply serve no purpose start to feel out of place. How does your home feel to you right now? Is it a source of comfort and pride, or does it sometimes feel like a burden? Cultivating that positive emotional connection might involve simple things: displaying photos you love, adding a plant, using a favorite mug, taking a moment each day to appreciate the light coming through the window. It's about consciously investing positive energy into your space. This isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about acknowledging your home as an important part of your life and choosing to nurture that relationship. When you do, the motivation to keep it pleasant and functional often arises more organically. Habit number 6, willingness to let go of what no longer serves. This might be the most challenging habit for many of us, but it is arguably one of the most impactful for maintaining a peaceful and functional home long-term. The competitor highlighted Helen, who chose peace over accumulation by letting go of items that no longer fit her retired life. Let's call it what it is: decluttering. But it's more than just getting rid of stuff. It's about acknowledging that our needs, tastes, and lifestyles change over time. Holding on to things just in case, out of guilt, or because of past attachments can turn our homes from living spaces into storage units for a life we no longer live. And that accumulation doesn't just take up physical space, it takes up mental and emotional space too. Think about the energy tied up in clutter, the guilt of seeing unused items, the frustration of navigating around things you don't need, the difficulty cleaning around and underneath piles, the low-grade anxiety that a cluttered space can induce. Letting go is an act of liberation. It's choosing your present comfort and peace over past obligations or future anxieties. What if I need this someday? It requires honesty. asking, as the competitor suggested, is this still serving me? Does it bring joy? Is it useful? Does it enhance my life now? A crucial point, especially relevant for seniors, is the idea mentioned in the original video about lifting the burden from loved ones. Dealing with a lifetime's accumulation can be an overwhelming task for family members down the road. Mindfully curating your belongings now is a profound act of care for them, ensuring they inherit cherished memories, not overwhelming mountains of stuff. This doesn't mean getting rid of everything sentimental. It means being selective. Keep the things that truly hold meaning and joy, but release the duplicates, the broken items, the things kept out of obligation, the clothes that haven't fit in years. My personal belief is that this process is deeply empowering. In a stage of life where we might feel some control slipping away, actively choosing what stays and what goes reaffirms our agency. We are the curators of our own environment. Is there something, a category of items, or even one specific thing that you know deep down you're holding on to, even though it no longer serves you? Could letting it go create more physical and mental space? If this final habit struck a chord, let me know by commenting 6 below. And please, if you haven't yet, subscribing and hitting the bell helps ensure you won't miss our future discussions. Final thoughts, weaving the habits into your life. So there we have it, the 6 seemingly simple yet profoundly powerful daily habits that help so many older adults maintain homes that feel clean, calm, and supportive. We've explored the what from the original concept, but we've also dug into the why, the deeper psychological and practical reasons these habits are so effective. It's not about a sudden, drastic overhaul. It's about the cumulative effect of small, consistent actions. Starting the day with intention, morning reset, choosing gentle consistency over exhausting bursts, daily routine, saving mental energy by giving items a home, place for everything, nipping clutter in the bud, light daily tidy up, nurturing a positive connection with your space, emotional connection, making conscious choices about what stays, letting go. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's peace. It's creating an environment that reduces stress, supports your well-being, and allows your energy to flow towards the people and activities that truly matter. Your home should be your sanctuary, your recharging station, not another source of worry. As we've discussed, failing to adopt some of these habits can quietly drain your energy, increase frustration, and even impact your sense of control and independence. But the good news is, it's never too late to start making small changes. My challenge to you today is the same one from the competitor's video, but I want you to really consider it. Which one of these 6 habits feels most achievable or most needed for you right now? Don't try to tackle all 6 at once. Choose one. Practice it for a week. Notice how it feels. Let it become natural. Then, if you're ready, consider adding another. This journey is about progress, not perfection. It's about making intentional choices that lead to a more peaceful and functional living space, freeing you up to enjoy your life more fully. Thank you so much for joining me today and exploring these ideas. Now, I genuinely want to hear from you. Please head down to the comments and share that one thing you learned or the one habit you plan to try. Your insights and experiences are incredibly valuable to this community, and reading your comments truly provides motivation and helps shape future content. If you've found this discussion helpful and informative, please give this video a like. It tells YouTube that this content is valuable. Share it with friends or family who might benefit. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming videos designed to help you live a healthier, more vibrant life. Your support means the world. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves and your spaces, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.